Okay, if you're a parent, you know this scene. I mean, you know it all too well. You give that friendly 5 more minutes warning, you think you're doing everything right, and then bam, it just explodes into a full blown meltdown. So today, we're going to get into exactly why that happens, and even better, what you can actually do to fix it. I mean, does this sound familiar? You're trying to leave the park, or turn off the tablet, or even just get them to the dinner table. And that simple, helpful warning just completely backfires. It's such a classic parenting puzzle, and I promise you, you are so not alone in this. And here's the part that's just so frustrating, right? You feel like you did everything you were supposed to do. You gave the warning, you gave them time, you were being the reasonable adult. So why does it all still fall apart? Well, it's time we stop blaming ourselves or them and start understanding what's really going on in those amazing little brains of theirs. And that right there brings us to probably the single most important idea we're going to talk about today. It's simple, but it is so powerful, and it's this. A warning is not the same as support. I'll say it again. A warning is not support. Just because your child heard the words doesn't mean their brain was actually ready for the change. Getting this one little idea, it can change everything. So why? Why do these warnings fail so often? To really get it, we've got to peek inside a child's brain and see what's actually happening during those tough moments. And here's a hint. It's not about defiance, it's all about development. Okay, let's really try to see it from their perspective for a second. First off, what they're doing right now, it's fun, it's reinforcing, it's probably the best thing in the whole world at that moment. And the next activity, well, that often feels kind of fuzzy or honestly just way less fun. Then you've got the whole concept of time. I mean, 5 minutes means literally nothing to them. It's completely abstract. And finally, their little brains thrive on predictability. They struggle with flexibility, so a sudden change feels really, really jarring. This right here is such a huge light bulb moment for so many parents. That meltdown, it's not just bad behavior. It's communication. Your child is basically screaming, sometimes literally, I'm not ready for this, or this feels way too sudden, or just I need more help. So when we can make that shift, that little shift in our own heads from my kid is giving me a hard time to my kid is having a hard time, our entire approach just transforms. All right, so we get the why now. We understand what's going on in their brain. But now for the really good stuff, the how. How do we actually fix this? Let's dive into 4 super practical tools you can start using to truly support a transition and bring a little more calm into your home. And listen, these are not some complicated pie-in-the-sky theories. We're talking about 4 simple, realistic strategies that busy parents like you can actually use today. Okay, tool number 1, the visual timer. This is a game changer. Seriously. Why? Because it makes that abstract idea of time something they can actually see. They can watch the red disappear or the sand fall. It externalizes the limit. It's not just mom or dad being the bad guy ending the fun, it's the timer. The timer says time is up. All right, tool number 2 is all about giving them a little bit of control. Now, let's be clear. The boundary isn't changing. We are still leaving the park. But offering a tiny choice about how you leave can completely sidestep a power struggle. Instead of time to go now, which gives them 0 control, you try something like, hey, should we hop to the car like a bunny or stomp like a dinosaur? See, they get to feel powerful within the boundary you've set. Tool number 3, a visual schedule. And it can be super simple, just like this. Think about it from their point of view. Leaving the park feels like the end of the world because they don't know what's next. But when they can see a little picture chart, first park, then we get in the car, then we have a snack, suddenly the world feels predictable again. It's like you're giving them a little roadmap, so the next step isn't so scary. You're showing them, hey, another good thing is coming. And finally, tool number 4 is a transition cue. This is just a consistent signal that a change is about to happen. It could be a specific song you always sing, the cleanup song, or a funny little alarm on your phone, or just a phrase you always use. The magic word here is consistent. That cue acts like a little heads up for their brain, letting it get ready for the shift before you actually ask them to do the thing. Okay, so we've got these 4 amazing tools in our toolkit. Now let's put it all together. Let's see how you can combine these to create a whole new transition plan that's all about support, not just warnings. This really shows the difference, doesn't it? The old way was just yelling 5 more minutes from across the room and then bracing for the inevitable meltdown when it was time to go. But the new way, it's so much more supportive. You start with a visual timer, Then when it goes off, you offer a choice. Dinosaur stomps to the car, and because they know the routine, that a snack comes next, it's a predictable, less scary process. You're not just demanding, you're guiding.
But hey, let's be real for a minute. The goal here is progress, not perfection. A better transition doesn't always mean a perfectly silent, happy one. Success might look like a meltdown that lasts 2 minutes instead of 20, or maybe just a little less screaming. What really matters is being consistent. That's how you build these new pathways in their brain over time.
So let's just do a quick recap. This is your new quick fix checklist for smoother transitions. Number 1, make time visible with a visual timer. 2, make the next step clear, maybe with a little schedule. 3, give them a choice within the boundary. And 4, use a predictable cue. See? It's a whole system of support, not just a single warning. Okay, we've talked about 4 really powerful but simple tools today. Now the ball's in your court. I want you to think, which one of these feels doable right now? Which tool are you going to try first to make that next tricky transition just a little bit easier in your home?